there's one thing that the Hulk comics have shown us over the years, it's that green gamma monsters will always be an essential part of the Marvel Universe. And that's why for today's list, we're going to be counting down the top 10 most powerful gamma-powered superheroes. Coming in at number 10, we have Delilah Dearborn, aka the superhero Geiger. Delilah was just a normal, everyday student at Empire State University when she was struck by a power surge from an experimental particle accelerator, flooding her body with gamma radiation. Unlike most people put in that situation, however, she didn't wind up becoming a giant green monster, instead being gifted the unique ability to copy the powers and strength of any other gamma-powered beings within her vicinity. With this power, Geiger could theoretically become as strong as the Hulk or as smart as the leader, and always keeps a vial of Doc Samson's hair close by so that she's always capable of using at least some gamma-infused strength. Speaking of which, coming in at number 9, we have Doc Samson. Originally a doctor ordered by General Ross to find a cure for his daughter when Betty Ross was briefly trapped inside a crystal prison, his plan was to use Hulk's gamma radiation to heal her, but in the process decided to take some of the extra gamma power for himself, turning his hair a vibrant emerald and directly connecting his enhanced strength to the length of his green mane. Ever since, Doc Samson has attempted to help Bruce Banner learn more about the science behind gamma-mutated beings, and has occasionally used his own enhanced strength to fight as a handsome hero whenever he's truly needed. Coming in at number 8, we have Rick Jones. Briefly a young sidekick for Bruce Banner and the Incredible Hulk, Rick first got involved in gamma-related misadventures on the very day that Bruce became the Hulk. It was only because Bruce attempted to save Rick's life that Bruce wound up getting hit with gamma radiation in the first place. Years later, Rick would be transformed due to the efforts of MODOK and the leader into a blue gamma creature known as A-Bomb, who would go on to fight alongside the Avengers against the mysterious Red Hulk, and was a powerful ally of the original Hulk for a decent amount of time. Coming in at number 7, we have Weapon H. And no, that's not a typo of Weapon X. When Clayton Cortez was just a regular Marine, he fought back against corrupt orders from the Roxxon Corporation, and thus was captured and sold to the same Weapon X program that had grafted adamantium onto Wolverine's skeleton. Attempting to improve upon that original experiment to create the ultimate mutant killer, Weapon H was intended to have all of the benefits of Wolverine with the pure strength of a gamma-powered creature such as the Hulk. Eventually escaping from his confinement and still possessing enough of his memory to avoid becoming a complete monster, Weapon H continued to use his gamma and adamantium-infused strength to fight back against the Roxxon Corporation and their creations, including his own lesser but still evil clone. Coming in at number 6, we have John Eisenhart, aka the Hulk of the year 2099. In an alternate future where California has become an island off the coast of the United States, a ruthless film executive named John Eisenhart accidentally gets a cult called the Knights of Banner killed after he accidentally leaks their identity while researching the Incredible Hulk. During the massacre, John is hit by a gamma ray and is transformed into Hulk 2099. And while he finds the rage of this new gamma form difficult to control, he becomes determined to use his new status quo in life to help the downtrodden and make up for all the destruction he caused to the Knights of Banner, choosing to continue the Hulk's legacy as best he can. Coming in at number 5, we have Hiro-Kala, an infant son that the Hulk thought he had lost during the destruction of the planet Skaar. Hiro spent many years wandering the galaxy after he survived the explosion due to his mother's last-minute protection. Embracing the heritage of his mother's people, Hiro converted their religion's old power into a new power by merging his psychic abilities with that of Galactus's power cosmic, a tremendously powerful feat only possible due to the gamma energy within his genetics inherited from his father. While not green-skinned or as strong as his dad, Hiro-Kala has continued to try and lead the Sakaaran people and find them a new suitable home amongst the stars. Coming in at number 4, we have Skaar, another son of the Incredible Hulk and the older brother of Hiro-Kala. The offspring of the Hulk and the queen of the planet Skaar, Skaar's mother died so that he might live during the destruction of this planet, and eventually made his way back to Earth, following in his father's footsteps. Calling himself the Killer of Killers, Skaar has all of the strength of his father combined with the stone and magma manipulating powers of his mother. No matter what situation he finds himself in, Skaar will always be one of the strongest gamma beings in the entire Marvel Universe. Coming in at number 3, we have Jennifer Walters, aka the Mighty She-Hulk. The cousin of Bruce Banner, Jennifer Walters was a highly respected lawyer that was unexpectedly shot by a mobster she was helping prosecute while her cousin was visiting her in Los Angeles. With a blood transfusion being the only hope for her survival, Jennifer was infected with Bruce's gamma-radiated blood and became the She-Hulk, an over 6-foot-tall warrior who became determined to take care of all the problems that her normal Jennifer self simply couldn't. Ever since, She-Hulk has become one of the Marvel Universe's most powerful heroes, capable of standing apart from her cousin and becoming a hero all on her own. Coming in at number 2, we have Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, aka the Red Hulk. For years, General Ross had been the lead military commander in charge of tracking down and capturing the Incredible Hulk, and had been a persistent thorn in Bruce Banner's side. But following the death of his daughter and the Hulk's exile into outer space, Ross was manipulated by MODOK and several other supervillains into becoming the Red Hulk in case his nemesis should ever return. And while for a time the Red Hulk was a feared adversary for the heroes who remained on Earth, Ross would eventually see to reason and become a functioning member of the Avengers, being nearly as strong as the original Hulk, but with the ability to consciously change between forms. And finally, coming in at our top spot, we have the Incredible Hulk himself, Bruce Banner. Because, of course. The many gamma heroes of the Marvel Universe are all incredibly strong, but in the case of Bruce Banner, this strength is limitless. Ever since being bombarded with gamma rays, Bruce Banner's limits for how strong he can become has been said to be non-existent, with all-knowing characters such as the Beyonder and the Stranger outright stating that the Hulk has no limits to his physical strength. The only difference between different Hulk forms of Bruce Banner is their starting strength, with forms like Joe Fixit being initially much weaker than forms like the Savage Hulk, but with the right amount of anger, any version of the Hulk could theoretically complete feats such as outpulling a black hole. It's this endless capacity for potential destruction that has made the Hulk such an alluring target to evil forces over the years. But if the Hulk's proven anything, it's that maybe you shouldn't try and control the guy with literally unstoppable fists. That's all the time we have for today's video, so thank you all so much for watching. As always, I've been Josh Busker, and I'll see you all next time, Nerd Squad.